smell of roasted beans fills the air soft like the first breath of dawn. I sit by the window, tracing sunlight with my fingertips, and the world feels kind for a moment. The spoon clinks slightly in the cup, a rhythm of calm, a melody of waking hearts. Every drop tastes like a promise, bittersweet and real, like the quiet joy of knowing I'm still here. Outside, the city stretches slow and sleepy, and I smile because I don't need much today. I think of you when I sip my latte, how you laugh at the foam on my lips, how you'd say happiness is just being seen. The warmth seeps in through ceramic and skin and memory. Maybe life is like this cup, not perfect, not planned, just something to hold when the morning feels too quiet. I let the steam kiss my face, I breathe and I whisper softly, this is enough. The world hums in low tones, someone turns a page, a bell rings as the door opens. Life keeps flowing and learning endlessly new. So I take another sip, sweet, smooth, still warm, and somewhere between heartbeats I find a small, gentle kind of happiness. There's a mirror beside my table, and I see traces of laughter on my face, tiny marks of joy I used to hide. But now I think maybe they're the map of where I've loved. I used to chase perfection, smooth edges, flawless life, but happiness came quietly and drew soft lines across my cheeks. Every smile I've shared, every tear I've brushed away has left me softer than before, like the way sunlight bends through rain. I touch the corner of my lips and feel time there, not a weight but a warmth. The world is full of things that fade, but laughter, it lingers. Maybe beauty isn't in the symmetry, but in the story you wear. So I'll keep smiling, even when no one's watching, because joy has learned my name. And when the day ends, I'll still carry those lines like constellations across the sky. just been lived in and loved. The world feels softer on Sundays. Curtains sway, light spills like honey, and the clock ticks slower as if time's taken a deep breath with me. There's music from the cafe next door, a gentle hum that dances with the wind. I stir my drink, watching the colors blend like watercolor joy. I used to rush, always chasing the next thing, but today I let my heartbeat match the rhythm of the room. A couple laughs nearby, someone hums a song off key, and I smile because it's all perfectly imperfect. Happiness isn't loud, it's quiet and kind, like a bloom you almost missed, opening just for you. I write small wishes on napkins, tiny petals of hope. Maybe someday someone will find them and smile too. The day stretches golden and unhurried on forwards. I don't wanna change a thing. 4 cups on a wooden table, steam rising like quiet laughter. We talk about everything and nothing, and it feels like home. The world outside can wait inside. It's just us and the sound of spoons. Every word tastes like something familiar, like cinnamon and milk. Happiness doesn't have to shout, sometimes it just sits beside you listening, breathing. You tell me a story you've told before, but I laugh again, because happiness is repetition, the comfort of knowing what comes next. I look around this little cafe, sunlight on the chairs, the hum of life like a soft heartbeat, and I think, if this is all I ever have, it's enough. We raise our cups, not to celebrate, but to be present. Warm hands, warm hearts, warm table. the dim light. She folds paper stars one by one. Her fingers tremble, but her heart feels steady. Each fold a small wish, each crease a quiet hope. Outside, snow falls like slow confetti, but inside, the air glows with gentle resolve. She thinks of all the things she never said, all the dreams she tucked away for someday. Maybe happiness isn't about getting there, but daring to wish again. The stars pile up, blue, white, gold. The sky she made with her own two hands, and for a moment she smiles because creation feels like healing. The room hums softly with a tune only she can hear. Paper rustles, light bends, and she whispers, I'm still here. Somewhere between the folds, she finds a version of herself that still believes not in perfection, but in the small, stubborn joy of beginning again. The city glows in muted lights, rain drizzling on windows, and inside this tiny cafe the world slows down for a while. I wrap my hands around a mug of cocoa. The warmth seeps through my skin like memory. Soft jazz hums from the speaker, and for the first time all week I breathe without thinking. You used to sit across from me, telling stories that filled the room like candlelight. Now it's just me, the sound of spoons and the hum of quiet hearts. But I smile because your laughter still lives in the air. It lingers like sugar at the bottom of a cup, sweet even after it's gone. Outside, the world rushes by in streaks of color. Inside, the light feels still and I feel full. Maybe happiness is this, not loud, not perfect, just warm enough to melt the chill inside. I sip, close my eyes, and think of everything I have yet to love. This night tastes like hope and cocoa and peace. like small hearts learning to speak. I sit alone, watching the world blur in silver streaks. A couple shares an umbrella outside, their laughter mixing with the rhythm of rain. And somehow I feel happy just watching them. The air smells of coffee and soft earth, the kind that makes you wanna write poems about nothing and everything at once. I draw circles in the fog on the window, tiny halos of thought, each one fades too soon, but that's what makes them beautiful. There's peace in things that don't last, like rain, like youth, like the moments that pass before you notice them. I sip slowly, as if time itself were something to taste. My reflection looks back at me, a little tired, but glowing like someone who's finally learning to rest. And when the rain stops, I'll stay a little longer, just to feel what quiet sounds like. There's a street that only sings at night, where footsteps echo like heartbeat drums. I walk there when my thoughts get loud, when the world feels too much and silence feels too far. The neon lights blink like stars that forgot the sky. The air is cool, but the night wraps me in soft rhythm. Someone's humming from a balcony above, a melody that sounds like home. And I smile because even strangers carry warmth sometimes. Every sound, a whisper of someone's story. Every light, a piece of someone's dream. And me, just another heartbeat walking through. The cafe at the corner still glows. Someone waves through the glass. I wave back, not knowing them, but understanding anyway. Happiness hides in small gestures, in the echo of laughter down the street. And tonight the world feels gentle again. The morning sky is pale and soft, light and new. I step outside with coffee in hand, watching my There's a quiet hope in the air, like the world has been washed clean overnight. My reflection in the cafe window smiles back, and for once I like what I see. You said happiness is color, not a destination, and I think I finally get it. It's in the sky, in the hum of passing trains, in the way the light lands on my fingertips. Every day starts the same, but somehow feels different, like the world is whispering, try again. I sip my drink, close my eyes, and imagine all the good I haven't met yet. Mint sky, soft air, slow heartbeat. Everything feels possible. There's a corner table by the light, where everything feels softer at sunset. I sit there every week, watching life unfold like film. The barista knows my name now, that feels like home. I write thoughts on napkins, fold them into tiny boats of hope. The golden light paints the floor, and for a moment the whole world glows. I think of how far I've come. The heart breaks, the laughter, the ordinary miracles, and it all feels worth it. Someone's music drifts through the speakers, a song I don't know, but somehow remember. It sounds like goodbye and beginning all at once. I sip my drink, let the warmth linger on my tongue, and I smile, because happiness isn't loud, it's golden, and it hides in corners, waiting for you to sit down and notice. The silver light of afternoon drips through the glass, touching every corner like a soft hand of time. I sit with a notebook and a half-empty cup, writing words that only the sunlight can read. The world outside is quiet, almost kind. People walking slowly, lost in their thoughts. It feels like everything is taking a breath, waiting for the moment to stretch a little longer. I used to think happiness had to be loud. The sound of laughter from a table near the door, and I realize joy is in the background, like a song that never needs to end. I close my eyes, let the light fall on my face, and I think maybe this is what peace sounds like. Silver afternoon, slow hearts, the world moving just enough to keep me dreaming. I found your letters in an old drawer. The paper soft, the ink a little faded. They smelled faintly of honey and rain, like a memory that still breathes. You wrote about dreams, about laughter we hadn't lived yet, and I smiled, because even now your words taste like hope. The world has changed so much since then, but every time I read your handwriting, it feels like coming home. Writing under the golden glow, thinking too hard about love, but still believing in it anyway. Maybe that's what I miss most, the part of us that believed, the part that thought happiness was simple, like writing I miss you and meaning it. So I fold your words again, carefully, gently, and place them beside my cup, because even paper can remember love. The air outside smells of frost and quiet roads. Each breath is a pull, a fleeting cloud. Inside, warmth hums from the cafe heater, and I trace shapes on the fog glass. Winter used to feel lonely, but now it feels like pause. A moment stretched between what was and what's next. I sip slowly, the coffee's warm, settling deep in my chest, and outside the snow begins to fall again. Tiny miracles landing without sound. I think of the people I miss, the laughter I haven't heard in months, but somehow I don't feel even winter has warmth if you wait long enough to feel it. It starts with a song on the radio, the kind that makes you look out the window and feel like you're in a movie. The snow outside is melting, and so am I. There's a rhythm in the quiet, the drip of ice, the hum of life returning. I laugh softly to myself because it feels like hope wearing a new coat. I think about yesterday's worries, how they already feel smaller, like footprints fading in the thaw. You once told me love is a melting point, the place where fear softens into something sweet, and I think you're right. Now I sit here, hands wrapped around my cup, watching drops slide down the glass, and I whisper, I'm okay. But I'm warming up inside, slowly, gently, like winter learning to forgive spring. The cafe lights dim, one by one, shadows stretching long and tender. Someone hums a tune behind the counter, and it feels like the world is whispering good night. In my cup, tiny constellations of sugar and foam. Some nights this place feels like a dream, half real, half memory. Outside, the city glitters like an open diary. Each light, a story I'll never read, but here everything slows, even my thoughts, even my heartbeat. I think about love, about how it comes and goes like strangers in a doorway, and yet every time I still wait to greet it. The air smells of vanilla and quiet rain. I finish my drink, leave my chair warm for the next dreamer. And as I walk into the night, I whisper, see you tomorrow, Dreamlight. scent of vanilla follows me down the block again, like a whisper from yesterday. Every step I take feels dipped in sugar and thyme, sweet, slow, and too familiar. There's a bakery that hums with old songs and laughter spilling from open doors. The light dances on the glass and I see my reflection smiling back, tired maybe, but at peace. The barista waves the same one as before. Her smile is a little older now, but still warm enough to melt the morning chill. I take my drink, sit by the window and watch the city fold into itself like origami. Steam rises, curls and fades. It looks like dreams escaping. Funny how life feels so soft when you stop trying to make it grand. The street guitar player's still there, his fingers brushing notes that ache like rain. He doesn't play for money, he plays for the sunlight that listens. And I sit there too, letting the world slow down until the ticking of the clock becomes a rhythm, until my breath matches the sway of his song. Vanilla Street, where time smells like coffee and memory, where everything ordinary becomes a little bit holy. And maybe that's what I've been chasing, not happiness that shines, but comfort that stays. You smiled at me across the table, and suddenly the room forgot how to breathe. It wasn't a loud kind of joy, but the quiet sort, the one that sneaks into your chest and stays there. We didn't talk much, words would have ruined the rhythm. The hum of the espresso machine became our song, and your slow smile, the only lyric that mattered. Outside the rain tried to write poetry on the window. Inside your fingers brushed your cup, else at that same table. No one sits there long. Maybe the air remembers us. Happiness doesn't always dance or shine. Sometimes it just smiles slowly and stays long enough to teach you that peace is the loudest sound of all. The sky looks pale and endless today, like paper waiting for a story. If I could write on it, I'd send a letter to everything I once loved, to the days I missed, to the people I didn't know how to thank. Maybe the wind would carry my words, fold them gently into clouds and rain them down where they're needed. I sit by the window, pen hovering over a blank page, but my heart writes faster than my hand. I'm still here, it says, still learning how to be soft, still trying to love the small things again. The steam from my mug curls upward like smoke signals for the sky to reach. Somewhere, someone might feel lighter and never know why. I imagine my words floating above the rooftops, landing quietly on the shoulders of strangers, turning loneliness into something warm. Because maybe kindness doesn't need to be seen, it just needs to travel. I close my notebook, let the silence breathe beside me. The world outside moves slowly, but my heart, it's lighter now. And I think if love could speak without a sound, it would sound just like this. A letter from the sky, falling softly into the hands of tomorrow. It's Sunday again, and the sunlight spills through the curtain, like someone forgot to turn the day off. The air smells like coffee and rain, a mix that always feels like home. I sit by the window, barefoot, watching the quiet street below. A child's laughter bounces off the walls. A bike rolls past with a little bell chime, and I can't help but smile. The world looks soft slow down to see it. There's a mug on my table, half finished. The steam dances like lazy thoughts, and I think of the people I love, where they are, what they're doing, if they're smiling too. Sometimes happiness isn't loud, it's this, a quiet morning that doesn't ask for anything back. The trees sway gently, the sky hums in pale blue, and the world feels like a song I used to know by heart. I lean my head on the glass, the cool touch grounding me. It's strange how peace can hurt a little, like a soft ache that says you're alive. I open my notebook, scribble words I'll probably never finish, not because they're incomplete, but because they're enough as they are. And when the clock moves slower than my heartbeat, I realize maybe we don't find happiness, maybe it finds us in moments like this, by a Sunday window when nothing happens and everything feels right. The latte on the table's gone cold, but I don't mind. The foam still traces a heart shape, half faded, kinda like us, kinda like goodbye. You said take care, and I smiled, because sometimes the kindest words are the ones that mean don't wait. Outside the world kept moving, buses passing, lights blinking, rain whispering secrets to the pavement. Inside I stayed still, counting the tiny moments that used to make us feel infinite. I thought love was supposed to end like fireworks, bright, loud, unforgettable, but maybe it ends like this instead. A quiet table, two empty cups, and silence that doesn't hurt anymore. I stir the latte out of habit, watching the swirl like memories sinking. Maybe happiness was never about forever. Maybe it was about the warmth that lingers even when the cup is empty. You once told me coffee tastes better shared. tastes like peace when you drink it alone and still feel full. I stand up, leave a tip, walk into the night that smells like cinnamon and rain. And somewhere between one street light and the next I realize I'm not saying goodbye to you, just to the way I used to wait. The cafe fades behind me, soft jazz still playing, and my reflection on the glass smiles back with something new, something lighter. Goodbye latte. Hello tomorrow. The smell of roasted beans fills the air soft like the first breath of dawn. I sit by the window, tracing sunlight with my fingertips, and the world feels kind for a moment. The spoon clinks slightly in the cup, a rhythm of calm, a melody of waking hearts. Every drop tastes like a promise, bittersweet and real, like the quiet joy of knowing I'm still here. Outside, the city stretches slow and sleepy, and I smile because I don't need much today. Think of you when I sip my latte, how you laugh at the foam on my lips, how you'd say happiness is just being seen. The warmth seeps in through ceramic and skin and memory. Just something to hold when the morning feels too quiet. I let the steam kiss my face. I breathe and I whisper softly, this is enough. The world hums in low tones, someone turns a page, a bell rings, a bell as the door opens. Life keeps flowing and learning endlessly new. So I take another sip, sweet, smooth, still warm. And somewhere between heartbeats I find a small, gentle kind of happiness. There's a mirror beside my table, and I see traces of laughter on my face, tiny marks of joy I used to hide. But now I think maybe they're the map of where I've loved. I used to chase perfection, smooth edges, flawless life. But happiness came quietly and drew soft lines across my cheeks. Every smile I've shared, every tear I've brushed away has has left me softer than before, like the way sunlight bends through rain. I touch the corner of my lips and feel time there, not a weight but a warmth. The world is full of things that fade, but laughter it lingers. Maybe beauty isn't in the symmetry, but in the story you wear. So I'll keep smiling, even when no one's watching, because joy has learned my name. And when the day ends, I'll still carry those lines like constellations across the sky that's been lived in and loved. The world feels softer on Sundays. Curtains sway, light spills like honey, and the clock ticks slower as if time's taken a deep breath with me. There's music from the cafe next door, a gentle hum that dances with the wind. I stir my drink, watching the colors blend like watercolor joy. I used to rush, always chasing the next thing, but today I let my heartbeat match the rhythm of the room. A couple laughs nearby, someone hums a song off key, and I smile because it's all perfectly imperfect. Happiness isn't loud, it's quiet and kind, like a bloom you almost missed, opening just for you. I write small wishes on napkins, tiny petals of hope. Maybe someday someone will find them and smile too. The day stretches golden and unhurried on forwards. I don't wanna change a thing. 4 cups on a wooden table, steam rising like quiet laughter. We talk about everything and nothing, and it feels like home. The world outside can wait inside. It's just us and the sound of spoons. Every word tastes like something familiar, like cinnamon and milk. Happiness doesn't have to shout, sometimes it just sits beside you listening. 'cause happiness is repetition, the comfort of knowing what comes next. I look around this little cafe, sunlight on the chairs, the hum of life like a soft heartbeat. And I think, if this is all I ever have, it's enough. We raise our cups, not to celebrate, but to be present. Warm hands, warm hearts, warm table. Under the dim light, she folds paper stars one by one. Her fingers tremble, but her heart feels steady. Each fold a small wish, each crease a quiet hope. Outside, snow falls like slow confetti, but inside the air glows with gentle resolve. She thinks of all the things she never said, all the dreams she tucked away for someday. Maybe happiness isn't about getting there, but daring to wish again. The stars pile up, blue, white, gold, the sky she made with her own two hands. And for a moment she smiles, because creation feels like healing. The room hums softly with a tune only she can hear. Paper rustles, light bends, and she whispers, I'm still here. Somewhere between the folds, she finds a version of herself that still believes not in perfection, but in the small, stubborn joy of beginning again. The city glows in muted lights, rain drizzling on windows, and inside this tiny cafe the world slows down for a while. I wrap my hands around a mug of cocoa. The warmth seeps through my skin like memory. Soft jazz hums from the speaker, and for the first time all week I breathe without thinking. You used to sit across from me, telling stories that filled the room like candlelight. Now It's just me, the sound of spoons and the hum of quiet hearts. But I smile because your laughter still lives in the air. It lingers like sugar at the bottom of a cup, sweet even after it's gone. Outside, the world rushes by in streaks of color. Inside, the light feels still and I feel full. Maybe happiness is this, not loud, not perfect, just warm enough to melt the chill inside. I sip, close my eyes, and think of everything I have yet to love. This night tastes like hope and cocoa and peace. Raindrops tap against the glass like small hearts learning to speak. I sit alone watching the world blur in silver streaks. A couple shares an umbrella outside, their laughter mixing with the rhythm of rain. And somehow I feel happy just watching them. The air smells of coffee and soft earth, the kind that makes you wanna write poems about nothing and everything at once. I draw circles in the fog on the window, tiny halos of thought. Each one fades too soon, but that's what makes them beautiful. There's peace in things that don't last, like rain, like youth, like the moments that pass before you notice them. I sip slowly, as if time itself were something to taste. My reflection looks back at me, a little tired, but glowing like someone who's finally learning to rest. And when the rain stops, I'll stay a little longer, just to feel what quiet sounds like. There's a street that only sings at night, where footsteps echo like heartbeat drums. I walk there when my thoughts get loud, when the world feels too much and silence feels too far. The neon lights blink like stars that forgot the sky. The air is cool, but the night wraps me in soft rhythm. whisper of someone's story. Every light, a piece of someone's dream. And me, just another heartbeat walking through. The cafe at the corner still glows. Someone waves through the glass. I wave back, not knowing them, but understanding anyway. Happiness hides in small gestures, in the echo of laughter down the street. And tonight the world feels gentle again. The morning sky is pale and soft, light and new. I step outside with coffee in hand, watching my breath fade like smoke and song. There's a quiet hope in the air, like the world has been washed clean overnight. My reflection in the cafe window smiles back, and for once I like what I see. You said happiness is color, not a destination, and I think I finally get it. It's in the sky, in the hum of passing trains, in the way the light lands on my fingertips. Every day starts the same, but somehow feels different, like the world is whispering, try again. I sip my drink, close my eyes, and imagine all the good I haven't met yet. Mint sky, soft air, slow heartbeat. Everything feels possible. There's a corner table by the light, where everything feels softer at sunset. I sit there every week, watching life unfold like film. The barista knows my name now, that feels like home. I write thoughts on napkins, fold them into tiny boats of hope. The golden light paints the floor, and for a moment the whole world glows. I think of how far I've come. The heart breaks, the laughter, the ordinary miracles, and it all feels worth it. Someone's music drifts through the speakers, a song I don't know, but somehow remember. It sounds like goodbye and beginning all at once. I sip my drink, let the warmth linger on smiled, because happiness isn't loud, it's golden, and it hides in corners, waiting for you to sit down and notice. The silver light of afternoon drips through the glass, touching every corner like a soft hand of time. I sit with a notebook and a half-empty cup, writing words that only the sunlight can read. The world outside is quiet, almost kind. People walking slowly, lost in their thoughts. It feels like everything is taking a breath, waiting for the moment to stretch a little longer. I used to think happiness had to be loud, something you chase until it breaks, but now I know it's this. It's the warmth that stays when no one's watching. A small breeze stirs the napkin by my cup, the sound of laughter from a table near the door, and I realize joy is in the background, like a song that never needs to end. I close my eyes, let the light fall on my face, and I think maybe this is what peace sounds like. Silver afternoon, slow hearts, the world moving just enough to keep me dreaming. I found your letters in an old drawer, the paper soft, the ink a little faded. They smelled faintly of honey and rain, like a memory that still breathes. You wrote about dreams, about laughter we hadn't lived yet, and I smiled, because even now your words taste like hope. The world has changed so much since then, but every time I read your handwriting, it feels like coming home. Writing under the golden glow, thinking too hard about love, but still believing in it anyway. Maybe that's what I miss most, the part of us that believed, the part that thought happiness was simple, like writing I miss you and meaning it. So I fold your words again, carefully, gently, and place them beside my cup, because even paper can remember. remember love. The air outside smells of frost and quiet roads. Each breath is a pull, a fleeting cloud. Inside, warmth hums from the cafe heater, and I trace shapes on the fog glass. Winter used to feel lonely, but now it feels like pause. A moment stretched between what was and what's next. I sip slowly, the coffee's warm, settling deep in my chest. And outside the snow begins to fall again. Tiny miracles landing without sound. I think of the people I miss, the laughter I haven't heard in months, but somehow I don't feel sad. The silence is kind today. Maybe happiness isn't loud or bright. Maybe it's a blanket of quiet, a soft reminder that life still moves. I breathe, I stay, and I smile, because even winter has warmth if you wait long enough to feel it. It starts with a song on the radio, the kind that makes you look out the window and feel like you're in a movie. The snow outside is melting, and so am I. There's a rhythm in the quiet, the drip of ice, the hum of life returning. I laugh softly to myself, because it feels like hope wearing a new coat. I think about yesterday's worries, how they already feel smaller, like footprints fading in the thaw. You once told me love is a melting point, the place where fear softens into something sweet, and I think you're right. Now I sit here, hands wrapped around my cup, watching drops slide down the glass, and I whisper, I'm okay. But I'm warming up inside, slowly, gently, like winter learning to forgive spring. cafe lights dim one by one, shadows stretching long and tender. Someone hums a tune behind the counter, and it feels like the world is whispering good night. I watch the reflections in my cup, tiny constellations of sugar and foam. Some nights this place feels like a dream, half real, half memory. Outside, the city glitters like an open diary. Each light a story I'll never read, but here everything slows, even my thoughts, even my heartbeat. I think about love, about how it comes and goes like strangers in a doorway. And yet, every time I still wait to greet it. The air smells of vanilla and quiet rain. I finish my drink, leave my chair warm for the next dreamer. And as I walk into the night, I whisper, see you tomorrow, Dreamlight. The scent of vanilla follows me down the block again, like a whisper from yesterday. Every step I take feels dipped in sugar and thyme, sweet, slow, and too familiar. There's a bakery that hums with old songs and laughter spilling from open doors. The light dances on the glass, and I see my reflection smiling back, tired maybe, but at peace. The barista waves the same one as before. Her smile is a little older now, but still warm enough to melt the morning chill. I take my drink, sit by the window and watch the city fold into itself like origami. Steam rises, curls and fades. It looks like dreams escaping. Funny how life feels so soft when you stop trying to make it grand. The street guitar player's still there, his fingers brushing notes that ache like rain. He doesn't play for money, he plays for the sunlight that listens. And I sit there too, letting the world slow down until the ticking of the clock becomes rhythm, until my breath matches the sway of his song. Vanilla Street, where time smells like coffee and memory, where everything ordinary becomes a little bit holy. And maybe that's what I've been chasing, not happiness that shines, but comfort smiled at me across the table, and suddenly the room forgot how to breathe. It wasn't a loud kind of joy, but the quiet sort, the one that sneaks into your chest and stays there. We didn't talk much, words would have ruined the rhythm. The hum of the espresso machine became our song, and your slow smile, the only lyric that mattered. Outside the rain tried to write poetry on the window. Inside your fingers brushed your cup, and I memorized the shape of your hands as if they were a map to some place. Sometimes I think about that night, how nothing happened and yet everything changed. Your laughter came softly like a secret only I was allowed to hear, and I wanted to keep it, hide it between the pages of my favorite book. Pull it out on days when the world felt too heavy. Now, whenever I'm back in that cafe, I still glance at that same table. No one sits there long. Maybe the air remembers us. Happiness doesn't always dance or shout. Sometimes it just smiles slowly and stays long enough to teach you that peace is the loudest sound of all. The sky looks pale and endless today, like paper waiting for a story. If I could write on it, I'd send a letter to everything I once loved, to the days I missed, to the people I didn't know how to thank. Maybe the wind would carry my words, fold them gently into clouds and rain them down where they're needed. I sit by the window, pen hovering over a blank page, but my heart writes faster than my hand. I'm still here, it says, still learning how to be soft, still trying to love the small things again. The steam from my mug curls upward like smoke signals for the sky to reach. Somewhere, someone might feel lighter and never know why. I imagine my words floating above the rooftops, landing quietly on the shoulders of strangers, turning loneliness into something warm. Because maybe kindness doesn't need travel. I close my notebook, let the silence breathe beside me. The world outside moves slowly, but my heart, it's lighter now. And I think if love could speak without a sound, it would sound just like this. A letter from the sky, falling softly into the hands of tomorrow. It's Sunday again, and the sunlight spills through the curtain, like someone forgot to turn the day off. The air smells like coffee and rain, a mix that always feels like home. I sit by the window, barefoot, watching the quiet street below. A child's laughter bounces off the walls. A bike rolls past with a little bell chime, and I can't help but smile. The world looks softer when you slow down to see it. There's a mug on my table, half finished. The steam dances like lazy thoughts, and I think of the people I love, where they are, what they're doing, if they're smiling too. Sometimes happiness isn't loud, it's this, a quiet morning that doesn't ask for anything back. The trees sway gently, the sky hums in pale blue, and the world feels like a song I used to know by heart. I lean my head on the glass, the cool touch grounding me. It's strange how peace can hurt a little, like a soft ache that says you're alive. I open my notebook, scribble words I'll probably never finish, not because they're incomplete, but because they're enough as they are. And when the clock moves slower than my heartbeat, I realize maybe we don't find happiness, maybe it finds us in moments like this, by a Sunday window when nothing happens and everything feels right. latte on the table's gone cold, but I don't mind. The foam still traces a heart shape, half faded, kinda like us, kinda like goodbye. You said take care, and I smiled, because sometimes the kindest words are the ones that mean don't wait. Outside the world kept moving, buses passing, lights blinking, rain whispering secrets to the pavement. Inside I stayed still, counting the tiny moments that used to make us feel infinite. I thought love was supposed to end like fireworks, bright, loud, unforgettable, but maybe it ends like this instead. A quiet table, two empty cups, and silence that doesn't hurt anymore. I stir the latte out of habit, watching the swirl like memories sinking. Maybe happiness was never about forever. Maybe it was about the warmth that lingers even when the cup is empty. You once told me coffee tastes better shared. I used to believe it, now I think it tastes like peace when you drink it alone and still feel full. I stand up, leave a tip, walk into the night that smells like cinnamon and rain. And somewhere between one street light and the next, I realize I'm not saying goodbye to you. Just to the way I used to wait. The cafe fades behind me, soft jazz still playing, and my reflection on the glass smiles back with something new, something lighter.